What's up, guys? I was told to send this over. I really hope it finds the right person. If it does not, well, don't worry. It's just a 7-minute video, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, we're going to take a look at your website, see what's going on, and see what you can do to, I don't know, beat out the competition. So just going through, this kind of does go over the home button a little bit, so just a little bit over there. If you don't have a logo, definitely create one. Go to Canva, create a free login, whatever it is, and then you can make yourself a nice, cool logo that accurately represents your company. You got home services. It's not a drop down menu, so it's going to be difficult for people to come to your website, scroll to the one they want, and then just click on it and read and then call you. That's exactly what you want. You want them to be on here as little as possible. Good. Your phone number is not a click to call. That's a problem. You want this to be a click to call. The reason I know it's not a click to call because in the bottom left corner, it doesn't show up as a click to call because it would have your number there instead. Just going through featured services. Okay, so this is great, but you definitely want to start talking about each and every one. Why choose us? Happy clients. That's excellent. What people say. This is good. You definitely want that as well. And then home services, request an estimate blog. Okay, so it's pretty much all the same on top. One thing I'm seeing that is missing very much so is content. You definitely want content on your website. Content is key. So 1,500, 2,000 words of content is typically what Google is looking for, and that gives you good continuity as well as being able to have organic keywords in your website. Now, this is a tool I use. It shows me Google Analytics of your entire, you know, basically everything. So a UR rating is how much Google likes you, and a DR rating is how much Google trusts you. Now, right now you're at 0 for both of those because you don't have a lot of backlinks. Now, everything works on backlinks as far as those two ratings are concerned. Not all are created equal. Some are more spammy than others, like BuzzFeed and Wikipedia. Definitely do not want those. Now, a backlink is where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when it actually comes back to you. Now, out of those 4 that are do follow, only 2 of them actually come back. But anyway, you do have 1 organic keyword, so let's take a look and see what that is. So right now we got that untitled, United Painting, and Home Improvement. Only issue with that is it's an international keyword. Anyone in the world can search for it, and as is 20 people a month search for that. So that's not even something you would really want. A keyword, by the way, is what somebody would put in Google to search for anything they're looking for. For example, painters, New York City. Right. So not only is it service specific, it's also location specific. So that means somebody in the area is looking for a painter. Now the cool thing about this is this is how Google ads work, right? If you type this in, you're going to get a Google ad, more or less, on what it is you're searching for. See, that's an ad right there. But you got your Google guaranteed over here. That's great. You got, GMB or Google My Business Profile. Definitely want to be in the top 3 over here because about 30-40% of all people will click on one of these guys. And then you have your organic search. Anyone can rank here as long as you know what you're doing. You got Yelp, expertise as the top 3, and then you got Precision Painting Plus. So they're going to be your number 1 competitors. Actually, they're everyone's number 1 competitor because I put a generic keyword in there. But as you can see, NYC Painters is actually a keyword that people would go for. So actually what they're beating you out on isn't actually their entire website. It's just a back page of a back page. Right? So this is page number 1. That's their home page. This is the second page, and then this is the third page. So they're beating everyone out on without even shall we say, using their full strength. But as you go through, as you can see just by scrolling, they have a ton of content on here, and they keep on getting excellent keywords in here as well. So they're doing well, and that's what content is for. It's to get keywords in there that make sense, and it's also to make it look nice. So they're doing well with this. We can see how professionally done it is depending on how they save that. See, New York City painters in New York City, they're doing really well. Somebody really put a lot of effort and time in here. This is a really good website simply because they are doing their keywords correctly. Even for a back page such as this. But premium service, transparent pricing, on-time completion, our stress-free painting process, order and estimate. So they're doing really well. Like I said, it's content. And as long as they keep adding content with keywords, they'll start ranking for everything in the area. That's how you can consistently take over more and more areas to be the number 1 person that pops up. But as you can see, they're talking about everything that they do. New York City painters, interior house painting. They're talking about their services. That's exactly what you want. Not only that, but each one is a link to a new service drop-down menu part. See, commercial gym painting, exterior commercial painting. They're doing a lot in order to get the content out there so you can just scroll and read. They also have a sort of blog, I guess. But let's take a look at the back end and see how they're doing here. So they have a UR rating of 4, and that's just for this back page over here. So the entire back page, Google's giving it a 4 rating. But if I just do the Precision Plus Painting.net, they'll get a much higher rating. They have a DR rating of 32, so Google does trust them a lot. Now, just for this back page, they only have 31 backlinks and 11 referring domains. but for the entire thing, they have probably close to about, I think it was 1,800. So a lot to compete with on that end, but you're just competing with this back page in this area. Now they do have 108 organic keywords. Again, there's a ton of content on this page. Whoops. That's why there is so much keywords that they can play with. So just looking at what those keywords are, hopefully it just pulls right up. We're going to look at the keywords, the volume that they're getting, and then the traffic they are getting, as well as the position they're in on Google to amass what they are receiving. So NYC painters. So again, people would type this in Google, which is great. 1,500 people a month search for it. They're getting 113 people because they're in position number 6. New York City painters. See different variations of the same thing, but still location and service specific. Painting Staten Island, 400 a month, 31. They're in the 6th position, and it's in a picture. It's not even like on their like content wise. Like, so you can do that. But as you can see, just without even scrolling past here, they're already getting 200-300 people a month to their website just with the top 6 things that they are ranking for. So how does this really help you guys out? First, I do want to see how many people a month. So they have 108 keywords for this back page. They're bringing 625 through this back page alone. So how does this really help you guys out? Honestly, all you really got to do is you have to get content. You need content on your homepage talking about your services, all of them, right? If you do interior painting, I'm pretty sure you do drywall, all that stuff. So you got to start talking about that, get the proper keywords involved in that, utilize your pictures the same way. And then finally, you got to get backlinks. Go over to the NYC painters that I just was on and, take the really good ones from them. But you do those 3 things, you're going to start being able to rank. Imagine if you can bring in just 200 people a month through your website organically from people who are looking to buy. What would that do for you? Anyway, that's really all I got. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Other than that, you have a good one.